What's up, guys? So more social distancing content today. Today I'm going to take you through the process that I take doing jersey lettering. I've been sponsoring motocross athletes since 2010, very start of the brand. The first set of shirts, box of shirts that I got, um, I took them to the motocross track, a local motocross track, literally 2 days after I got the first order of shirts. So jersey lettering's always been like a part of the sponsorship that I've offered to athletes. A lot of the team guys, they get like free jersey lettering, and then that's something that I've been able to sell and do commercially and profit off of. Um, if I'm using the materials that it takes to do it every day anyway, why not? So had a buddy that reached out. He said he got some new gear in and wanted to get it lettered. So I'm gonna take you through that process. First things first, we start with the jersey. The jerseys he sent in for some shift jerseys. That one is pretty clean. Not much going on with it. Just kind of silver shift, metallic silver shift logo on the front. Got the text on the shoulders. Nothing on the back. No design, no graphic, no. It's just an all solid jersey. It's a really good looking jersey. The next piece, a Steve Caballero collab. If you've heard the name, you're probably familiar with skateboarding. So Steve Cab collabed with Shift, and they made this jersey, which is also pretty cool. I saw something on it that I liked. Oh, this little piece right here, some rubber kind of collab. Fox, Steve Caballero, pretty cool. I always take a look at the jersey just to check to see what kind of style that I'm working with. When I do the art process, I want to match that as close as I can. I don't want them to contrast too much. And also, we got to match the colors. We want it to look good. So, yeah, you could just throw black and white, or, this typical setup. You can always throw white letters up here. But, I mean, if they got gold on front, let's carry it on to the back. I mean, we've got the white and black on the sleeves, but, we can probably make it pop a little bit better. We can also try a two color where we do like a gold outline with white letters. So I might do that. I'm not sure. And as you can see, I try a ton of different ways to kind of make each set work. And after I'm done, I lay it out so that you can tell kind of what it's going to look like on the jersey. Do the colors as, it's not exact match. That's not metallic gold. That's not the exact metallic silver, but it shows what it would look like on the jersey. I did a couple outline versions. I like that outline. I'm actually going to switch this outline here with this letter set because this thicker outline looks a little bit better. You can see on this 73 up here in the top corner, let's use my fingers so you can see better. See how that looks kind of flat? Well, I moved the white up and over, and it just gave it that much more, it made it look more dynamic. It gave it more depth. And so then I just knocked out the white, and we're going to go with an outline for the text, for the numbers, and then just a solid text. Again, the shift was more plain, so we kind of left it plain. The numbers are a little dynamic, but that's, it's all good. It just kind of gives it depth. It's going to look good on that jersey. The 73 on the Caballero jersey, not much flair involved. Again, the graphics nowadays are really just plain. Like if you see illustrations on t-shirts, everything is pretty plain. It's not crazy overdone. For the most part, you see that we added angle to the text. I think the stock text looks more like that. This is a different font than this, but it was just a regular stance. We made it italic, and then we put a thick outline and knocked out the letters so that they'll just be jersey color. And I think that this is going to match really well with the style jersey that he has. But you can see all around, all of these were attempts, and I tried to arch. I tried, this font had a different outline. I didn't really like it. I tried a thin outline. That wasn't gonna do it. Tried just a different standard font. It didn't seem to match as closely as I wanted it to. But from there, we're gonna take it to the plotter. So after we're done with the artwork, we kind of move on to the rest of the setup. This is the plotter that I use, the Expert 24LX GCC, and I don't even know what brand this is, but it's 18 inch, 16 inch, I don't know, 16 by 24. I think it's a 16 by 24 heat press. If you compare the plotter, I know that Cricuts are really popular nowadays. If a Cricut is like a beginner version plotter, then that would be like the intermediate. My job would carry my job at the sign shop has the advanced 54 inch. We also have a print cut. This one only cuts vinyl, it doesn't print. If I was to get anything else, that would be really nice to have. A lot of places that do jersey lettering, a lot of motocross industry places that do jersey lettering have a print cut machine. They're super expensive. What happens is you put a roll of heat transfer material in that is printable. They have a head that prints, and it'll print out the artwork, and then it'll go back and it'll cut the outline out, and then you apply it with heat transfer. So this setup is industry standard. It is pretty much the same way that all jersey lettering is done, unless you have, like, you see the pro guys with theirs is actually made with the production of the jersey. Like when it's sublimated, it's all done at once. The graphics of the jersey and the name and number are done all at once. So that's definitely the next level of it, and nothing that you can do at home. But this setup is something that I've done for thousands of t-shirts and a few dozen jerseys over the years. All right, so now the lettering is off of the plotter, and we have to do a process called weeding. Weeding means that we're separating the excess, the part that is not the image, from the cut image. This can get tedious. With these basic shapes, though, it's going to be pretty simple. So I've done lettering on all different brand jerseys. There's really not a particular brand jersey that I haven't had success with, and I've been doing it for years, and there was only one jersey company. It was actually a company that started here in Eastern North Carolina that I had problems with, and I kept buying things to like correct the problem. This is the best industry heat transfer vinyl that I know of. I don't think a better exists. In the shop that I work at, they were already using products from this company, but I introduced them to this particular, they have different levels, and this is like the premium level vinyl or heat transfer material. It's not vinyl, but a lot of people, we just always refer to it as vinyl. But this works on polyester, it works on cotton, it works, and it has a really unique matte feel, and it's always held up. It's always held up. And then there was one brand, it was like the company itself I was lettering for. So they were getting, jerseys. I was doing jerseys for pro riders, and this one company, I don't know what the problem was. I think it had to do with the manufacturer, like some kind of coating that was on the jerseys, and it kept coming off. And I was so embarrassed, because that's my work and I want, quality work. And this was a big opportunity for me to work with a industry brand, and it kept coming off, and like it wasn't completely coming off, but it was enough to where a couple of the riders had called the company to complain about it. And dude was getting on me like, yo, this isn't holding up. What are you doing wrong? And it was the first instance where this was happening. It only happened like 3 times, but it was the first instance where it happened. I've done a bunch of jerseys before that, for friends, for people that I met at the track. I've done a bunch of jerseys, all different brands. I've done the Thor. I've done, let's see, I've done Troy Lee jerseys, done Shot, Fox, Shift. I've done so many brand jerseys, and this one jersey was the one that, like, it kept coming off. And I told him, I said, I don't know what to do. I bought like a special pad that you put under and make sure you get all full contact on the graphic itself. Like, I did everything I could. And eventually, I guess I haven't really heard it or seen anything from that company. So the company, I'm guessing, didn't work out, which is unfortunate because it was a cool dude that ran it. And they had some nice stuff that, he had really good plans for that brand. Unfortunately, I don't think it lasted, but that's just how it goes. That's a tough industry. And so I don't know what all happened with that. I just know that I haven't seen it produce in a while, and hopefully I wasn't a part of the reason for that. I mean, I can't imagine. I didn't do that many letterings. More jerseys sold than just the ones I lettered. But again, like I said, this has been a thing that I've got tons of people that I've done jerseys years ago for, that those jerseys are still fine. And eventually, yeah, after excessive washing, rough riding, I guess it could break down, but for the most part, it doesn't. It's kind of, you have to work to get this stuff off. All right, so we've got this set. We've got the graphic laid out, centered on the jersey. We're at 332 temperature, so we're gonna go ahead and press this on. It'll be, like I said, about 10 to 15 seconds, and we'll be ready to see what the final outcome looks like. In order to protect the jersey, we lay wax paper down. This makes sure that the backing for the heat transfer material doesn't stick to the heat of the machine, and also it protects the fabric from the heat, especially with sublimated t-shirts. And or sublimated jerseys, I'll go an extra step on jerseys with a lot of color. If it's got a bunch of color on it, different colors, I'll even lay a sheet of newsprint down to protect dye migration, because jerseys that are dyed like this, it's called sublimation. It can bleed, and when colors bleed, there's no way to reverse it. It's like bleaching a black t-shirt. The colors blend and fade all into each other, and it looks like a mess. So it's important to have your Teflon paper, and sometimes with jerseys I'll lay down newsprint. This is good for a hot or warm peel. Jerseys, I like to kind of wait for it to cool just a bit, which doesn't take much because it's mesh. But like you see there, everything's coming off smooth. It didn't bond so great there. As you see, everything's coming off smooth. was a complete jersey, number, and letter. Of course, I sent him a screen preview like you just saw, and he was happy with it. He said it was he said it looked sick. So hopefully he likes how it actually turns out. I know I dig it. I hope you do as well. That's my process. I'm gonna go ahead and start on his second jersey, so I can get to doing some new t-shirt designs for 2020. Hope you all stay safe, coronavirus free. It's crazy out here, so just be careful, wash your hands, use hand sanitizer. We try to keep some on deck. We're running low here, but we've got more in the house. So you guys be safe. Don't forget, like this video, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, and hit me up if you need some jerseys later. Also, check out theunitedones.com for t-shirt, hats, hoodies, all that. Peace.